Did you just write a dislike already, Jerry?
I did. I didn't click the dislike.
Huh?
I didn't click the dislike. It was there when I posted that.
It's all love. Appreciate it. So it is Snowmageddon, where Jerry and I live, where me and my grandpa live, 2021. It is bad out there. It is really bad. They predicted it all week. They said it was supposed to start like Thursday. And you know what's funny is I said this in a raw vlog, I don't know, or a raw video. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Jerry. But the media all week long was, deadly storm coming in, 2 to 6 feet of snow. And then the same news channel that's been posting all that said, "Stop panic buying. The grocery stores are empty." It's like, well, no shit. All week long, you can tell them they're going to die.
Whip everybody into a frenzy, get them to panic, and then tell them to stop. Yeah, genius, right?
Yeah, I know Mrs. X, she went to the store, I think Wednesday or Thursday, and they're already out of bread, out of milk. Yeah, so.
It's crazy because, we're really good at handling snow. Even if we do get a 3-foot storm, Denver's going to be back in business in a day or two. It's not like, a hurricane. I used to live in Florida. I get it, right? A hurricane. I was down there for Hurricane Andrew, and fortunately my area wasn't hit, but I had friends that were out of power for 6 months. And it was, it was a third world country down there.
Realistically, this storm is putting everybody out for one day. So.
Right. I potentially could get 6 feet, so I might be in for a couple of days. But even that, there's going to be guys running around with front loaders removing snow, and we'll be back in business. And we didn't buy anything. I just had my regular supplies.
Yeah, we went out and we bought stuff to cook in because we knew we couldn't grill out anything. That was it. I do know that this week, though, is when Rona shut down the U.S. So I have all these pictures on my feed from a year ago of empty shelves and stuff like that. So it's ominously similar.
Right.
But Jerry and I just decided to jump on because we've been, stuck indoors for the last few days, and see what you guys are doing. And haven't done a live in a while. Me and Gramps were talking about it the other day. So just going to do a live. We're going to talk about different stuff going on. Might last 30 minutes, might last 3 hours, but totally unscheduled. Only 20 people watching now, which is great. We appreciate those 20 people. Well, some of you, not the one that hit the thumbs down, because I know you're still watching. We can't get enough. But must resist PO. So how are you doing on that?
Pretty good. I really curbed my behavior about November last year and slowed way down, especially on custom POs. The shipping, it's killing everybody. It was killing me, and I just figured I need to enjoy what I have and slow way down. I've got a couple. There were a couple that I caved on, but I've been really good so far, I think.
So define really good. For some people that's different. If I say I'm really good, that means I don't.
No. I'm way better. So my really good. I had no POs. I took one PO at the beginning of 2021, or maybe the end of 2020. It was the Guardian that was shown by one of the groups.
No, I know which one you're talking about.
And that's because I'm a big John Byrne and Alpha Flight fan, and so I went for that. But before that, I hadn't had any for a month or two, and then I had none in 2021. But then the group that they just did you have a bunch from them. They just did a custom Namor with him holding he's got like Stingray head, or
you bought that one
for Hyperion's head. I got that one. I was real interested about that one at the end of 2020, and then they postponed it because they switched it around so that he can switch out and hold the trident in his forward hand. And so I got that one, and then I also got that same group. I got their Ronin to compare with one of my Thanos.
Yep,
that's it. So 3 is kind of where I'm at right now.
Well, good job. I think I only bought 3 yesterday. I think I bought 2 yesterday. Stuck at home with the snow is not good for me. But I think I'm calming down on customs too for a lot of the reasons you talk about. Shipping is a killer. One of them, we're going to go through the chats or the chat in a little bit, but somebody wrote, what happens when shipping is more than the cost of the statue? It just happened to me.
Oh.
And it's happened to me before. The Thanos that is usually behind me, I think that was pretty close. The Thanos Quest one, but it just happened to me.
Yeah, that's tough. Now that one I had that same statue, but I got boat shipping on it. So it took forever, but I saved. I think it cost about 1/3 of the statue.
Yeah, no, it's kind of nuts, but yeah, I have a lot. I mean, the Extreme Channel members, which I see some of them in the chat. Moose, we got Tim, Jeebus is in the chat. They know because they have early access to stuff. Jerry's a member too. I have like 15 statues that have arrived that I've done reviews on that I haven't launched. So it's and a lot of those, just so you guys know, if you don't see the Goro giveaway, that's because we're like 500 subs to the Goro giveaway. So I don't know if those are going to launch before or after. So I don't talk about a giveaway, although there is a 25,000 giveaway. Actually, I have all the giveaways from now. I'm very ambitious. I have all the giveaways between now and 75,000 mapped out. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I like doing content only every other day, or it's nice to, like this morning, I woke up at, I thought I woke up at 4 a.m. I was like, damn, I'm proud of myself. I slept in. Then I remembered daylight savings. So it was only 3 a.m. But got my stuff edited and done. And by like 7 a.m. I cleaned the man cave right here, you know, wampa poop and stuff in the back. And
nice.
Yeah, now, you know, Jerry and I were talking about doing a live stream. I was like, now's a good time. I'm not drunk yet. And, got a big bowl of chili going. Gonna crack pot that all day. And
yeah,
but yeah. So are you completely remote now, teaching still, or are you?
No. I go in 2 days a week for labs. So labs still have to be face to face. So
all what days are those? Are they Monday?
Tuesday, Thursday.
Okay, so
Mondays, tomorrow's going to be remote, and so the kiddos won't get a snow day. But that's all right. You know, they can watch it recorded or they can watch it live. So
yeah, my kids for 5 or 6 years they've had Mondays off. They only have 4-day school work weeks, which must be nice.
Oh, so they're kind of getting hosed though. They're not going to get a snow day out of this.
Yeah, that's what. Then they complain about crap like that. But
right.
It's really nice though, because we can, like, you know, if we need to do a trip, they don't miss Mondays.
Yeah,
but
nice.
Yeah. So let's look at the chat. The chat. We got Donnie C's in the house. Momo Nanga with a picture of Homer. I introduced my 9 and 11-year-old to Simpsons a few weeks ago. They didn't like it.
Oh, really?
Ooh, Jeebus. You know who else calls me the Sultan? Are you that person? You know who I'm talking about, right, Jerry?
Oh yeah, I see he's got a new sign on.
Yep. I am alive.
Index one number up, I think.
Yep. Yeah, because his other one was blocked. What's up, AJ? Man, if you guys don't follow AJ Collectibles on TikTok, there's some collectible stuff, but he messes with his woman and puts the funny faces on her. It's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. I watch like every day. I watch it. I just got into TikTok. It's pretty addicting.
I'll have to check it out. I haven't done that yet.
Moose, what's the weather like over there? He's overseas. We are in the planet Hoth. We got separated.
I'm in the area that has some pine trees.
6 months. I don't remember what we were talking about. I'm sure the stores did get out of toilet paper. You guys will love a video that's launching on Wednesday. Did you watch that one yet? The ECC maquettes, Jerry?
No, the one, the two, the pair.
Yeah,
I did.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
How did I get all that money?
About the question you always get, right? The question you always get. About the question that you always get.
Yep. I answer that on the video. So that's going to launch on Tuesday. I think Tuesday. It's the ECC maquette. It's going to be, in my opinion, the best video I've ever done. But you wouldn't think it because there's something hidden in the video that's pretty lengthy. But oh yeah, Travis here, Lethal Venom. He's up in Maine. So
oh wow, nice.
I'm not, Tim. It's simply for the fact that there's only one place that it would work really well in my collection, and it needs to be 20. It needs to be 1 inch shorter than it is essentially. So that made it easy for me to justify in my head. I don't need to spend $4 grand. The Chosen 20. Greetings from the warm, cozy couch. Has your power been fluxing? Mine has been all day.
Mine's pretty solid. The only time I lost power for any extended time here was in 2013 when that flood came through northern Jeffco. And
oh yeah,
that wiped me out for maybe a week.
So you got to remember, Viking 1, there's 2 reasons that customs are produced overseas. One is cost, but that's not probably the main reason. You could get a similar cost structure here where it's a little bit more expensive, you know. But the other one is if Disney is going to slap us, because they own everything, you know, and assuming it's a Disney-related piece, but if they're going to slap a cease and desist on the factory, they don't have jurisdiction or the means to be able to get it in some Asian countries that they would in Europe or the United States. So that's the big reason why.
Painting too, right? Painting. Painting too. We can cast them over here, no problem. But the workers that do the painting, man, we cannot touch. We cannot get, you know, we can't get anywhere close to what a paint what a paint job costs, a factory paint job.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that too. Everyone says the Sume Broly is better, but it's good too. Chris, my man, nothing right now. Nothing Spider-Man, at least. You're my man if I go Spider-Man. I know that. Yeah, and, you know, I think most of the, about half the custom, maybe a little bit more. Some of those people pad the shipping, and sometimes they do it, you know, for legitimate reasons, but some don't pad the shipping. It legitimately is that much. And what it really comes down to is the size and weight of the box. If it's over a certain size, it like raises it $100 to $200 minimum. And I don't know what those dimensions are, but it's some international shipping dimensions. What's up, man? Jose's in the house. Cheers, everyone. I'm on Soul Beer at the moment. Lovely. Yeah, I bet you there was a big run at the liquor stores and the marijuana dispensaries before the storm came in, because they said the storm was supposed to last like Thursday through Sunday, but it really got bad Saturday night. It pisses me off because if you need alcohol or marijuana that bad, then you should have a 3-month stash. That's what I do. What's up, Goobnips Pile? Dude, every time he comments on a lot of the videos. I love his name. I laugh every time. Mark is in the house. What's up, man? Oh, I lost where we're at. Oh, wow. That's because there's a lot of comments here.
Yep.
I know you, man. I know, man. See, good people like you. Although you ship them and then they're shipped back to the factory. Oh!
Who's Bronx Collections? What has he done?
My Mary Jane Venom. He knows
about.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't do that.
I know who it is. Yep.
He knows about that one. They shipped them out right before Chinese New Year, which was great, which is hard to do. And a bunch of them got shipped back to the factory, so they were stuck there since Chinese New Year. So they're still there.
Oh no!
No, they're coming.
There were a couple of those, and a couple of people had those in hand, though, right?
Yeah. Some of them went out, which obviously is not the commissioner's control or anything. But, you know, people freak out. It's like, I mean, I understand when you've been waiting years, or if you know, for me, if I pay for shipping and at that 6-month mark, if I don't have it, that's when I really get mad. But if it's a month, 2 months, 3 months, or if they don't ship it. So that pisses me off too. If you pay for shipping and it's not shipped within 30 days, that pisses me off.
Yeah, that's tough. 30 days. Wow, you're more patient than me.
I'm pretty patient. Like, I really want them, especially, you know, because for me it means views on my channel. But as we've talked about in the past, a lot of people will watch or not watch based on the personality. So
if I do boat shipping, I get it, right? They have to load a container. So it's going to take, even if you pay, it's going to take a while. But if they're shipping by air, you paid for air freight. How tough is it to ship, once a week? Is that really something that's
well, right now,
I don't know.
They're still, I'm not a logistics expert by any means, but they're still having horrible distribution problems. So sometimes the flights are just full.
I experienced that with that Nightcrawler, with that Franco Nightcrawler.
Yeah, and typical boating is about 20 to 30 days, but the thing you're not processing is when it hits the States. Right now, you could go Google shipping articles about containers. Not only are there containers that have been sitting at the dock that haven't been unloaded for 60 days, but then customs has to get into them. And then if there's a customs hold, which could be up to 2 months. So right now, boat shipping on average, I would say, is a minimum of 2 months. Minimum.
I don't think I've got anything by boat in 2 months in a good while. It's taken longer than that. I've got one statue right now that's coming up on 3 months. Yeah,
I got all those Prime ones that I got from the winter sale, but that was like December. So, and I just got them. Nice. So that was about 3 weeks.
I was happy to hear that. I got in on a winter sale too, and I was kind of worried about their plus charge. And then I was happy to hear that they didn't plus charge you on that.
No, it was pretty cheap. Although Prime One Studios, apparently when I bought the Mosasaurus, the Jurassic Park 1/15 scale Mosasaurus, I hit standard shipping, and it must have been like $300-400, which for some reason I decided was okay, which it's not. Well, they hit me right before Chinese New Year, said it's ready to ship, and the new shipping upcharge is $800. So I've emailed them twice since February 1st, telling them, is there any way I can change it? And they haven't responded, which isn't normal. But I'm just waiting any day for them to send me the email. We charge you $800 shipping, and it's on its way.
Wow.
Sucks.
Yeah. Usually they're pretty good. 24 hours, you get a response.
That Guts Berserker armor, congrats, Robert. That's a great piece. That was even expensive from Sideshow. I remember I canceled it from Sideshow originally because they said it was like 300 something shipping, and that was 2 years ago. And then I ended up buying it again later. Man Sport giveaway. Yes, there is. Jeebus. Chris, it wasn't loading. So I did get it. It's not loading, and I meant to reply to you. I think I was replying. I think I have a draft in my email of it's not loading, but let me try again. I'm going to try and transfer it to another computer and load it this week. A bit stormy in the overseas. Yeah, so he's talking about the Elite Creature Collectibles video. You guys gotta watch it. I almost feel like I should do a little bit of a teaser now. Let me do a little bit of teaser for the people watching. So entertain them, Jerry, while I bring that up.
Oh, right on. I can't pull up the chat, but I can watch the chat. So if you guys have something to say, so
there you go. Hang on.
I guess what do you guys all want to talk about? Is there anything that we can field for you guys?
Oh, come on, that's boring, Jerry. You got to be more more vibrant, more entertaining.
Oh, all right. Well, I have to turn off my green screen if I'm going to show anything. Let's see.
Okay, I got it. I got the other video. So,
all right, good. All right.
I'm just going to show you like a tiny clip.
Out there, Raphael Bolt, and I reached out to one of my real.
All right. Let me share my screen and get it going. All right, share screen. Sure. I guess my entire screen. That can't hurt anything. Chrome tab. Oh, let me do that. All right. All right. Can you? Is that showing, Jerry?
Yep. Got it.
Okay. All right.
Really good virtual friends, and virtual because I hadn't met at the time. And I said, hey, how much did you buy yours for? Hey, we're moving, and ours are actually boxed up. Do you want to buy them? I'll give you a great deal. I'll give you $5,500 shipped. I said done, and then I ended up on the news. Check it out.
All the attention we had received from the first 2 investigations would prevent men from showing up. And I worried that we'd come back with nothing but video of me, pacing around the kitchen by myself. That wasn't the case.
It's all I'm going to show.
So we probably shouldn't talk, because I have some questions about what spawned that, but should we wait till after that launches before?
Yeah, you can keep it very innocuous.
Well, I was going to say, where was the creative inspiration for that? What made you say, hey, I want to do that? And I guess my question is, did you notice the background from where you took that footage to be similar to the background from where you filmed?
What are you talking about? I didn't film it. NBC filmed it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I just walked into an unsuspecting situation.
All right.
But yeah, so that's launching Tuesday. Do not forget, that's launching Tuesday. Really excited about it. And it's part of the review. So AJ's see that Moose has your chair.
Oh, nice.
My grandfather, not my father. Although I do gotta say, I'm not saying what day because I'm very private about it. Like even my friends or coworkers don't know. My birthday is very soon, and I'm getting old. Cool. You go. Good evening, Stuart. Did you watch my video yet today? I gave you a shout out. Stuart is the ultimate Superman collector. He lives in the UK.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't justify. It's such a secondary character. In case of emergency, cut open a ton. The live ones smell worse than the dead ones. Or reverse that. Thank you, Big Fat Polly. Appreciate it, man. I don't know my most anticipated anymore. I've gotten most of them. Not most of them that are coming, but that's a good question. Let me ponder on that. I'll get back to you. BSC, he'll get it. Cease and desist. So shipping is high at the moment. What about a year from now? I have some pre-orders now. So here's my theory. And I could be wrong, but I never am, unless I talk to my wife. Money makes the world go round. Now, do you guys, if you live in the States, do you recall when we had an oil crisis back in like 2008 or 2009 or whenever that was? And oil, as I call it, went up to, outrageous, like over $100 a barrel. Well, gasoline went up to $5 a gallon. Then Earl went down to like $30 a barrel again, and gasoline didn't move for like 9 months. So, and they tried to justify, well, these are, from old. It's bullshit. So the shipping companies, no doubt they've raised their prices due to costs. I don't doubt that at all. However, when those costs go back down, or if they go back down, which they should, once the Rona's gone, I don't think they're going to lower their costs to what they were before. They'd be stupid not to, because keep in mind too, they're even at these costs, they're losing money due to volume. So they're going to try and make up the money in some other way. So I think shipping costs are forever higher. They may not be as high as they are now, but even when, Rona is solved and the next world emergency happens, I don't think that shipping prices are going to drop. My opinion, could be wrong. Jerry?
Yeah, I mean, maybe to the statue community, it will drop some if they're, I'm very skeptical and I'm very paranoid, and when the shipping prices really went through the roof, especially on the boat shipping, I suspected that some of the people were padding shipping.
Oh yeah,
and I think if there's pushback on that, then we'll see shipping prices get back, but I don't think we'll ever see them as low as. I think you're right that shipping's here the increase is here to stay. But if there is padding going on, we'll see that dropping off, because I think a lot of people cut way back on buying customs.
What's up, X? They said that was the line in Grease. What's up, Kaniki? One guess. My kids love Grease, and we recently watched not only the live musical, but the on TV, of course, but the original movie again, which we've seen many times. There's so many sexual jokes in that, it's not even funny. More than I make on my channel. Renee's in the house. You can't see what Renee's doing, but making member-only emojis. I don't think there's too many. I mean, there's American commissioners, but I think most of the stuff is done overseas. I know a few things that have been done in North America, but it's very few. One big company, which to remain nameless, comes to mind. One that doesn't like me buying their stuff, so they cancel the order, but I'm not bitter at all. Moonshine. So my brother-in-law, you guys remember, so Christmas, I'm at my in-laws, and I posted something that I had to take down, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't think she's watching. I posted something about my mother-in-law, and it was a joke, and I took it down when I sobered up because it wasn't smart to do, because she didn't make me any mashed potatoes. And that's like a staple for holiday food, right, Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
Or no gravy. That's what it was, no gravy. But anyway, my brother-in-law brought moonshine after I had 13 or 14 drinks. That stuff is powerful.
So he made it himself. He makes his own. Does it?
I guess so. Yeah, he's the guy that I did that behind-the-scenes tour for the members of that basement. Thank you, Motor 18. Right. So I'm a very hard person to shop for because usually if I want something, I buy it. But my wife is still pretty good. So she bought me this robe like 10 years ago, and I love it. Fernando. So Fernando right here is actually responsible for our artwork, even the artwork right behind us.
Oh,
he does
nice.
The extreme scale, all that stuff. That's all him. So very cool guy. Just showing off his awesome skills. Yeah, almost all of them. Rome's in the house, and it's Sunday, so he may not be working. See? Not at work. Carter Custom City, New York. Yep. And Jerry, have you ever had a statue go through customs that wasn't broken? I never have. It's broken.
I have never had a statue go through customs yet. I've never had a statue inspected by customs. Mine come pre-broken. Mine are broken before they even get to customs.
Before they leave the factory. So only if it's a custom. Renee, I'm not getting a lead. Are you getting a lead, Jerry?
I'm not.
Looks awesome. It's is it 1/4? The rollerball one?
I haven't watched the movie, so I don't know the source material.
Oh, Jerry might be in Narnia. I'm in the Wampa's cave, Sean. Is Ian Ziering in Snowmageddon? I don't know who Ian Ziering is. Let's see what we got. Blizzard Con. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do a con at my house. You guys just come and look at the statues. Nothing new will be revealed, though. Although I do get prototypes from time to time. Who's out? M. Stainbrook's out. Such an awesome name. I remember the one in 1973. I wasn't alive in 1973.
The oil crisis.
Earl. You got to call it Earl.
Mm.
You didn't get that one, Stu? I assumed you would. Birthday. Speak the sideshow. Oh, that's right. Reveal time. I hope so. I thought the 12 days of sideshow was pretty weak this year. Just my opinion. Did you see anything you wanted out of that, Jerry?
Out of which one, the sideshow one?
Yeah, the 12 days right after Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly stuff I'm interested in. Most of it was banners, so it's hard to say. But I'm curious to see the Doom. I'm getting their storm probably for sure. I mean, they've been killing it with female statues, so I'm likely getting that.
Can I clarify something you just said?
What's that?
So you said you're likely getting it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it cracks me up when collectors see not a reveal, but like a banner or, hey, a tease. Hey, we're making, sideshow, we're making a storm, which is a very much needed statue. And everybody is like, oh, I'm buying that for sure, before they even know what it fucking looks like.
Well,
and
I mean,
you didn't say it. You said you're likely to because and you gave good reasonings, because sideshow's doing which I agree with. But there's a lot of collectors out there. Oh, that's day one when they haven't even seen what it looks like. I'm like, are you stupid? I mean, I understand you may need a storm statue or whatever, you know, but wait till it's revealed. You may not like it. Like Sideshow's Silver Surfer Daniel Bell. Before the reveal, I was like, "Oh, that's a probably for me." You know, Silver Surfer Daniel Bell. Then I saw it and I wasn't a fan. I mean, it looks good, but it's just not for me. But do you know what I'm saying? People who are dead set,
Yeah,
I don't even know what it looks like.
I mean, it's kind of crazy to say that you're right. I mean, why would you not wait to see what it looks like before committing to something?
Yeah, but that's also what drives up statue prices too. Like, you know, if you've ever heard from those people that, you know, buying on day one is a mistake, it is for the most part. It just helps increase the ES and helps increase the price. And if you're ever burned and you don't buy it because you didn't buy it on day one, and I think customs are different or very low ESs. If you ever don't buy it on day one and you can't get it, which is rare, so what? There's going to be another one down the road.
But it's hard at first, you know, the fear of missing out thing. And then there is such a long time cycle. Once you've been in this a while, you kind of see that, okay, it might be a year, it might be 2 years, but there's always something better coming. But I think in the beginning, that's tough for collectors to just say, you know, 2 years down the road, I have to be patient until 2 years down the road. In the beginning, you want to catch up, you want everything, and so I think that's tough.
Definitely. So what's my opinion on P1's increase on their quarter scale Berserk line? I think we caused that increase by the high demand. When they first started making the statues, and this was the original statues, you know, which started 2 or 3 years ago when the concepts were revealed. And at that time, I didn't know what Berserk was. I just thought it looked cool. And I think a lot of people were in that same boat. And the popularity of Berserk worldwide is huge, but in the States, it's probably doubled in the last 2 years due to, you know, the Netflix series, due to the statues, due to so many comic people talking about, you know, graphic novels. And all of the older Berserk pieces from Prime 1, and some aren't really that old, all of them flip for more money. They sell for more than that $1,000, $800 price point they sold at. So Prime 1's not stupid. They're like, okay, people are paying, you know, $1,400 for the old quarter scale Berserk Guts armor. So let's just charge $1,400 for the brand new one, which in my opinion looks better. And I own the old one. I'm not going to buy the new one because it's so expensive and I have the old one. But it's a smart business strategy, and I think they're doing it because that's what the market has placed the price of those pieces at. Just my opinion. And for all we know, Berserk may have raised their licensing fee because of the popularity. That could be a factor too. But it's going to be common. Berserk pieces are going to be $2,000 soon.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know how to keep up. I certainly had to slow down.
Well, and if you don't know what Berserk is, but you like the look of the statues, guys, start buying the volumes. You can get them on Amazon for $30. The first few are a little slow, but it's a fantastic story, easy read. I was never big into graphic novels, but they're awesome. I mean, when I'm on 5 right now, and the reason it takes me like a month to get through one is I only read it like twice. But I get through half of it in literally 2 hours, and if not less. But it's pretty entertaining. No, they didn't make good on mine, but I didn't really ask them. I don't know what they could do than send me a whole new set. So I had done some doctoring to it, and hopefully it stays together. I don't know a good divorce attorney because I've been smart enough never to get a divorce. I mean, thankfully I have an amazing wife in case she's watching. But Jerry,
I don't have any. I've been married for 29 years, so I have no. No, we each kind of stay out of each other's space for our hobbies, and we have a really good relationship as far as neither of us mess with the other.
Yeah, Mrs. X is almost done with Godzilla, so gonna film that later this week, and then I'm gonna launch it 2 days before Godzilla vs. King Kong is released, because we're gonna be gone anyway. But Stuart Murray's Collector's Therapy. Hey guys, Collector's Therapy. I don't want to say newer channel. Been going a few months, but doing some cool comic reviews. Did a room tour, so make sure to go check them out. Getting quite a few pieces in, so make sure to check them out. Ordered some pieces from Russia 2.5 weeks ago. Delivered in a week. Wow. Interesting. So Stu, you know, I'm getting that prototype. I'm getting, I think it's a prototype, but I was told to ship it to you once I'm done with it. It should come hopefully this week. Obviously Superman related. Oh, there's a slip over. True. Oh, that is true. In my collection, you'll see more new stuff than you will at Sideshow Con. That's how I roll at home. I'm comfortable, man. It depends how many people come, but I have enough. I have probably about 50 bottles of wine. I have 3 kegs. I don't know how full they are right now, but and then a fridge probably has 100 beers in it, and then probably like 4 or 5 bottles of champagne. Always stock up in case you're snowed in. What do you think about that, Jerry?
I don't know the stock. Oh, gee, I have to go look at it.
Hulk versus Hulkbuster, biggest piece in the world. Let's see, Edwin's in. Oh, Edwin's here. What's up, Edwin? Edwin was the winner of our last giveaway. Scorpion made it to his house safe and sound in Puerto Rico. Speaking of shipping prices, so the box for Sub-Zero and Scorpion PCS were small. Sub-Zero was only like $80 shipping, and I told the winners of those contests that I would pay for shipping. Well, Edwin lives in Puerto Rico. Cheapest shipping I could get was like $380. It was almost as much as the statue. So I was kind of pissed for a minute, but then I thought about when he has stuff delivered, he probably has to pay that much. Yeah. Oh, Jem's still going, man? Man, he started like 2.5 hours ago. That's why we only have 50 people watching. All right, Hugo's in the house. Let's go to Sean's up.
Should we go into his chat and tell everybody come over to Extreme for a live show?
No, he's got a pretty good cult following with the comics, which
I know. I mean, I like to catch it just to rap with those two guys, just Jem and Fee.
Yeah, they have very good chemistry. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I can't believe they haven't pulled. I mean, XM Studio Storm, which I have and I love and I paid aftermarket for. I can't believe that Sideshow hasn't done a Storm when they, clearly they have the X-Men license and they've had it for years. Honestly, if they do an okay to a great job, I mean, they can make it an ES of 5,000 and it'll sell out like Thanos on Throne.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think XM Storm's going for like $3,000 to $3,500 these days.
Oh damn! I think I paid $1,500 shipped, and there's a tiny break in the hair, like less than 2 centimeters, and they had that piece still. So
I think it's really up there.
Yeah, it's funny though. Sideshow is. They're a great company, and I'm not a fan anymore. Just personal reasons. I think some of the competitors like XM and Prime One are bringing better quality more often because every statue company has hits and misses. And Sideshow still has some great hits. Their Gambit they just released, huge, fantastic job. But they need, and so I'm not saying they don't have good talent. They have great talent. They have some of the best sculptors in the world. Their marketing is fantastic. They have really good marketing. But whoever decides the ES or predicts sales really is not good. I mean, some of the stuff they have on there stays for years. But I have to acknowledge that I wouldn't be good at it. For example, Sideshow's Bane premium format, the old one, that's one of the best statues they've ever done. And it was available for 3 years.
Yeah, the Hulk and Wolverine maquette, that just finally waitlisted.
Just now.
Just within the last quarter.
Yeah, because you have that, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Is there anyone in the chat that has more than 10 statues and doesn't have the Hulk versus Wolverine maquette? That'd be a good question. Sideshow's tax. Yeah, that does suck. That really, really sucks.
Yeah.
I think I only have 5.
That's the U.S. thing, right?
I mean, it's the law, so I mean, I can't really be mad about it.
They kind of have to do it. It's really not their fault. They're kind of stuck doing it. I mean, Sideshow has their niche, and they certainly have their benefits, right? They give the reward points like nobody else does. You can get a couple $100 if you follow them during the year.
So Prime One does that too, and Prime One now has the referral, like Sideshow has.
Right.
I just bought an $800 piece for I had $600 in points just 2 days.
Nice.
That's one of the ones I bought yesterday.
I keep forgetting whenever I PO a Prime One piece to do a referral swap.
Yeah, me too. Oh, Erler's Workshop. Talking about Gem. Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. Oh, so Gem just messaged me just now. Oh, that's messed up. You gents have I don't, and that's another one. Why doesn't Sideshow do that? I mean, me and Jerry both have, the custom.
It's got to be something in the licensing, I think.
But I would assume that if you have a license for X-Men, it would be fairly easy to get each character. Maybe I'm wrong.
And well, I mean, there was rumors that Marvel wasn't approving Nightcrawler for weird whatever reasons. But that kind of got blown out of the water because now Iron Studios is doing it. So but I think, I mean, like you said with Storm, why would they wait so long? Storm is a slam dunk, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that they're going to make a ton of money if they do a nice Storm, especially with the aftermarket trade on XMs. So I don't know. I think it's got to be something with licensing that holds these guys up.
No, I agree. Bronze collections, very true, man. So whatever makes you happier. If your wife doesn't make you happy, you should probably get rid of her anyway. But my wife makes me a lot happier than statues. Jeez, a 1/6 Captain Hook for $27.50. Wow. So I'm looking forward to it. So I hate going to the theater. I like the IMAX, scenario, even though I have a nice TV and surround sound. But I enjoy that part of it, but I hate going for money purposes. Because I want to take my boys to most comic book movies and, we get drinks and stuff. So it's $50-$60 to go. And I always buy the Blu-ray DVD. So typically I don't even see stuff in the movie unless it's like a, Avengers Endgame or a spoiler movie. But very glad that I get to see it at home, first of all. Second, I hope they do something different. And what I mean by that is every classic Godzilla versus Kong, Freddy versus Jason, one of two things either happens. One, they both kill each other at the same time. I don't want that to happen. When there's classic rivalries that they merge movies together. Or two, they fight against each other at the beginning of the movie and then they team up at the end of the movie to defeat a bigger enemy. I'm tired of those storylines. So I hope it's something totally different. And kind of in my mind, I hope either Godzilla or King Kong actually kills the other one. I would like to see who's actually better. And I love all those memes that, Godzilla, destroyed nuked cities and couldn't be destroyed. And King Kong got beat by 1940 airplanes. So it's kind of a no-brainer who would win. But Jerry, while you talk about your expectations, I'm going to get more alcohol.
Well, I don't know on that topic because I'm not a big monster movie fan kind of guy. So, yeah, I don't know. You could kind of dump that one on me. I can look at the chat though and see. Oh, back to the. Let's see here. So Euler's Workshop says he thinks that they're both going to come out. Yeah, I think it's on the horizon because there's in some of the chats there's been talk about Nightcrawler in XM, and so Sideshow can't be far behind. I can't imagine that they're far behind. I wonder why it takes so long to get the protos out there. For 12 days, I would have thought that Sideshow would have shown more stuff instead of just the banner teasers.
I actually had a long conversation with Brian with XM Studios back when he was involved, one of the owners of XM Studios, and he told me how much kickback they get from the licensing company on not only the sculpt, but especially the painting stage. I mean, literally, like they will submit and then they'll wait 3 weeks and then here, we need photos from this angle. Then they submit, then they wait 3 weeks. Then they're like, we want you to change this, and back and forth.
So yeah, maybe that's the big holdup is all the iterations with the licensing. Because they probably have to show them. They probably have to show them the concept sketch, and then they tweak this concept sketch, and then they have to show them the digital proto, and then they go and all back and forth in the digital proto, and then they do the color proto, and then so it probably takes a year to get a statue from.
And keep in mind with this. So right now, let's use Marvel for an example. Marvel has so many outlets of things they're approving for licensing. Just had a flash.
So did I.
Crazy.
You just lost power?
No, I wouldn't be on anymore, smart guy.
Well, I figured you have like a generator backup, and it just.
Oh my god. They're worried about the movies and merchandise. Statues are probably really low on the list for them.
Yeah.
Alex,
right. I mean, we think about this, but it's probably really small time for the companies that hold the licenses.
Alex is in Florida. Nice. I actually I leave on Saturday to go to Florida, so. I could tell he stopped because we got 25 more people almost instantly watching. I'm getting Jem's sloppy seconds. I'll take it. Javier's in the house. What's up, man? Kevy he. Just left Gems. Nice. Yeah, everybody. Jem just left. John Womack's a good boy. Edwin Diaz. Hey, Hugo. So what are you drinking, Jerry?
Pacifico. And I'm out. I got to go grab one.
All right, I'll entertain them.
All right, they're all yours.
I got a good one here. I like to be comfortable at home. Like, look at my shirt. It's all torn up because that's what I wear when I'm at home and comfortable.
I got my Rush shirt on, Collector's Therapy. Notice that.
There you go. All right, let's catch up with the channel. Appreciate it, Tim. There's a lot of great channels out there. Is that sideshows? You know, honestly, you know who's really good at marketing? I meant to bring this up, but I ran out of beer. Hot Toys. Hot Toys does an amazing job at time of releases. You know, obviously, like they just teased Wanda and Vision with the conclusion of season 1. Hot Toys does a really great job with that. Really? Good to know, man. I saw it in person, but it was at New York Comic-Con. I never bought it. All right, Kevin, he has no Hulk vs. Wolverine. Oh, Tim doesn't. Iron Studios, Big Bad Toy Company. Movie Pieces. GameStop. Mr. Irish. All right, so most people don't have the Hulk vs. Wolverine Carissa. So I wouldn't be interested in doing it, Hugo, but it's a commonly asked question. Which one do I want to see? I want to see a Mephisto, preferably on Throne. And this is way before all the Mephisto theories with the WandaVision. I've been a big Mephisto fan since I was young, mainly because I was a Surfer fan, and he's the antagonist quite often when Surfer. Look at these sexy studs. Yeah, baby. All right. Sideshow is starting to fall off my favorites. I hated that there were, it is interesting they did that. I mean, they're free to do what they want. I was surprised by that move. It just incentivizes me to buy less. You know, I think it's awesome. I mean, I see, especially in the Let Your Geek Sideshow Facebook group, so many people that don't buy a lot. So they've saved up for like 6 years, and they use $200 worth of points to buy a Hot Toys figure. I think it's awesome they can do that, but they won't be able to do that anymore. I mean, because let's face it, whether it's Hot Toys or statues, 50% of the people you run into can't buy these regularly. Okay, collect. Nobody has it. Nobody has the Hulk vs. Wolverine. Other than Banner, but look, Banner is his name, so he has to have it. Let's see. Trying to catch up, guys. I appreciate all the comments. Keep them coming. 5,000 pieces. You know, you'd think they'd learn with their last Spider-Man pieces. I have a canned Moscow or a bottled Moscow Mule. These are good. They get you messed up. I always get mules when I go to Nuggets games, or well, when I used to.
You think that ES on that Spider-Man is too high?
5,000? Yeah, with how many Spider-Man pieces there are?
The symbiote, though, I think they'll sell it. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be, well, it'll be another one of those that's in stock for years, but I wonder in their model if that's a bad thing, like the Hulk. I mean, they should have the
storage space. It has to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially since they're in California.
Maybe they'll do a couple of batches.
So, Glenn, don't be blaming me for the statues. Everyone's like, it's your fault. They're like, the hell it is. I got addicted from watching Bee Mother was a big one. I would watch Rad all the time. Trying to think who else. Gina, her videos. Cisco's videos, of course. MCE, Batman Statue Collector. Obviously, Gem. Yeah, you can't blame us. Ooh, if that's true, what was XM gonna? Someone from XM, someone who works for XM, told me what they were gonna tease. They told me I can't tell, so it doesn't matter. I don't remember it.
There's been some chat about that Nightcrawler though, floating around.
Well, it wasn't that, but yeah. What is my most expensive statue? What is yours, Jerry? Nightcrawler?
The one that cost me the most, or the one that I could probably cash out?
Both. I think that's a valid question. Okay, both. That's a valid
question, right? That Nightcrawler, yes, I think that's probably my most expensive because of the crazy shipping, because it was an AP and artist proof. I think that's the highest off the top of my head. If I were cashing out, though, that Nightcrawler has some problems, so I don't think I can flip that thing and even come close to what I paid. I think if I were gonna cash out on something, yeah, I have that Pereira Sabretooth. I think that's probably the something I could make a decent sized profit on. I've got the Sideshow, the Psylocke variant that they did. I've seen crazy numbers on that.
Someone else posted on eBay, and a few days ago they posted in a Facebook group. The person was selling the lowest ES Sideshow's ever made, which I can tell you right now that's not true.
Well, did you read the whole thing about that? So so the ES was 150 on that, but if the statue came damaged, you had to wait 4 months for it, and so Sideshow had to recast it, had to remake them, and they goofed. They remade them with the EX Psyblade, and they started shipping them, and I think 3 of them went out, and that guy has one of those 3, and then they caught it and they pulled the Psyblades out, so that guy has the Psyblade painted with the X-Force colors.
So it is really rare.
So that's why he's claiming that it's there's like only a couple of them. The problem is verifying it, though. I mean, it's a nice story, but I'm not going to pay $10K for a statue that, you know, that I can just buy the regular and get somebody to repaint it.
So for me, the most I spent on one statue is still probably that original Magneto, because it's the prototype, the Magneto coming off the Sentinel hand. That was at $5,000 all in. But I did that more as a strategic move. I have quite a few that fall in the $4,000 range of what I paid. Those maquettes you just saw in that video, if you watched earlier, it was 2 of them, but I paid $5,500. But cashing out, I have quite a few I've cashed out for a lot. Like I have 2 or 3 I've cashed out for above $7,000, $8,000. Probably my Silver Surfer, I could cash out easily for 6,000 tomorrow. Don't you think, Jerry?
Yeah, probably.
If I was patient with the right buyer, I could probably get 7,000 to 9,000.
I'm watching the chat. Collective Therapy didn't get the XM Magic, and he knows I've got it, so he's teasing that. He's teasing on that one.
Yeah, I think that's Erler's workshop. I think that's all negotiation. So if I was an executive at Sideshow and I was involved in the licensing, part of my deal with Marvel, and I'd have to pay them more, I'm sure, is be like, I want exclusivity on 1/4 scale X-Men pieces or whatever that looks like. Yeah.
Is my heat causing a lot of feedback?
I'm not getting it.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. So Queen teased all the Iron Man pieces they're going to do. It'll be interesting. And they just put up their Mark 7, and it looks amazing. I'm glad I don't collect Avengers anymore. That is interesting. But I'm sure it's different people who work in those divisions. That's a good point. They're a lot more secretive, the Star Wars. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, but remember, they're not real. It's kind of like, I know this is going to cause controversy, and if this offends you, I do apologize. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm not going to get political. But that whole Pepe Le Pew thing going on right now. I saw someone comment the other day. They're like, and if you don't know what's going on, so Pepe Le Pew is a cartoon that was, I don't even know if it's around anymore, but he would forcibly kiss and touch a cat. And now it's unpolitically correct because that's insinuating sexual assault. And I do see that point. I disagree with it, but I see it. I saw someone post, they're like, what would you say? Would you be cool with this if it was 2 humans in that? And someone else responded, but it's not 2 humans. It's a snake and a cat. They're like, see, you're saying it's okay. No, I'm not. It's not 2 humans. I wouldn't be okay if it's 2 humans.
Well, everybody knew forever that wasn't okay, right? For 50, that cartoon was probably done. That's one of the old Warner cartoons, and it was probably done in the mid 50s.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, I get it. There are some people that are worried it may send the wrong message, and I disagree with it, but I understand it. For me, my kids. I mean, I haven't.
I think it comes down to the lack of the lessening and of personal responsibility. We keep lessening personal responsibility. So,
Yeah, I mean, I've never sexually assaulted a woman, and well, at least not because Pepe Le Pew said it was okay, but. No, I mean, I've never done it. I never would. But I highly doubt many people who have sexually assaulted, who are scumbags and deserve to be locked up forever, did it because they were watching Pepe Le Pew and they thought it was okay. Right. I highly doubt that. And maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, then I apologize, and that should be banned forever. Is there any character you'd like to see done, made by license or custom? So I already answered this. I said Mephisto on Throne. What for you, Jerry?
Well, so at first I thought, because it said question has an X in it, I thought he meant X-Men. So I was thinking X-Men, and
he was asking both of us.
Oh, X-Men. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I thought on X-Men, I think there's a lot of secondary characters that could be slam dunks. Sunfire, Silver Samurai, Polaris, and Havoc. I think Sideshow has some room to do a nice Professor X, even though X-Men has just done it. I think they both of the statues are okay, but I think a combination of the two would have been something nice. So yeah, I think there's, but I agree. Mephisto would be a great statue. I want a Wendigo. I want a quarter scale Wendigo. I think that could be a slam dunk, especially because it would be so big and it would be really, really impressive. And that's that. If I could pick one licensed quarter scale, it would be a Wendigo.
If I was quicker, I do have. That's what she said.
I thought I set you up there for that.
Yeah, but
That's what she said.
I'm just not that quick. She wouldn't say that. So see, Viking knows what I'm talking about. That would be an awesome way to end the movie. Oh, and they're both males, so everybody would be happy. Hot Toys has the problem with licensing holding them up. That's the reason it takes 2 to 3 years to release a figure. Hot Toy, you know, I'm not a Hot Toys fan, but I mean, I'm not a fan of those smaller figures personally, but their likeness is unbelievable on some pieces. They do a great job. Yeah, I guarantee Kong and Godzilla will team up at the end. They're not going to kill him because they want sequels. They will team up. Mr. Jem, where's he at? He should have jumped on. What's up, Stuka? How you doing over there, man? So Stuka, I love Stuka because him and I have the exact opposite taste. We do. If I love a statue, he bashes it, and if I bash a statue, he loves it, and it's just legitimately opposite taste. But I think it's a cool how we can appreciate each other and each other's point of view.
He's got a bunch of Bowens, right? He's a big Bowen collector.
It's in the join button, but I think I saw you pop up later in the comments that you succeeded, AJ. What'd you say, Jerry?
Stuka is a Bowen collector. I think he's got a bunch of.
He is. Yeah. Yep. He's been in the game a while, and that's my polite way of saying he's like you. Subadai, waiting for the Prime 1 Red Sonya to come out. You know, I had that on order, and I canceled it because I changed directions and it was delayed, so I got my money back. But I'm getting the Wonder Woman instead. It's and the Joker Dragon, so I figured I didn't need 3 of them. You getting that, Jerry?
Oh yeah, I just paid my final payment off last month. So
nice. Where are you getting it from?
I got it from Sideshow.
There's already a Mephisto on Throne by Bowen. There you go.
That's right.
I think I've seen that.
It's pretty sought after too.
Thanks, man. You're working right now. Ed David.
Are you getting the whole metal line?
No, I'm not getting the whole metal line, but I'm getting. So I have Batman Who Laughs. I'm getting the Joker Dragon, and then I got Red Death.
Nice.
And then I can't remember the Green Lantern one. I always forget the real name of it.
Dawnbreaker.
And there's
Merciless.
one more.
Did you get that one?
Which one?
Merciless.
No. I wanted to, but I'm doing really good actually. I used to always have to. Someone named Smurfs Indian Woman just commented on my video on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, people. It's awesome. It actually is. It's especially if you have kids, the things you can do like to your face and stuff. I was a drag queen the other day. I didn't post that one though, but damn, I hear like wind and shit out there. It's kind of crazy. If you're just joining in, Jerry and I live close to each other. We're getting like 3 feet of snow in 24 hours. It's nuts right now. But I can't remember what we were saying. Oh, are you did you get the Batman Who Laughs? I know you were trying to get him after the fact, weren't you?
No, I came close to getting it, and I wasn't ready. And a friend of mine had it, and so I kind of dragged my feet. And then he kind of changed his mind, and then somebody else swooped in and bought it. It was a really good deal too. It was the EX. I should have pulled the trigger right away, but I didn't, and so I missed out. So, but that helped me with the decision to stay away from the metal. I don't know anything about the source material, so I really wanted the Grim Knight, but I didn't get that one yet either. I might still go and get that.
So I haven't actually read any of the comics, but I've watched tons of YouTube videos and read like about the individual characters. But essentially, there's another, there's a multiverse and there's a dark dimension. And all these metals, different types of metal, that's why they call it metal. I forget the name of them. They're weird names like Batanium and shit like that. Get connected to Batman. Batman's the center of all this. So there's all these different universes going on where there's different versions of different people. And in the dark universe, a lot of the versions are based off of people's fears. Well, like Batman has all these different fears. He has fears that he can't defeat Superman and Superman's evil. And he has fears that he would become an evil person. And so that's where a lot of these characters are developed. And I actually today, the video I launched today was about a Dark Knight metal piece, Superman. And I commented on the video that I wish they would just put the stories in an omnibus because, in Jem's group, I've asked, what order should you read them in? I've looked online, and everyone gives different answers because I really want to read the material because I'm very interested in it. Dick Ryder, he is no longer with us. He passed away in an unfortunate accident. Nelson, what's up, Nelson?
He's been gone over a year now, hasn't he?
I think so. One Nut Warrior, I blame you for everything. Well, us One Nut guys got to stick together. What do you think about the lack of iconic Batman villain statues like Two-Face, Riddler, Penguin? So I actually have all those statues. Two-Face, I do know one custom group that's doing a quarter scale, but the last two pieces I bought from them were broken and they didn't get fixed, so I'm not buying from them anymore. I have the Arkham Knight or whatever, the video game Two-Face from Prime One Studios, the 1/3. That's an amazingly underrated piece. I have that custom Riddler, which I think is amazing. I can't believe there's not a 1/3 Riddler, but there's some other customs coming out. I have a custom Penguin, and then there's a couple other custom Penguins that were teased, and then, of course, the XM Studios Samurai Penguin. I don't know why Sideshow has not picked up a Penguin with their line. I would be shocked if we don't see one in 2021. Don't you agree, Jerry?
I think so. With all the rogues that they just banged out, I think that's probably coming. In fact, they might do all of those, all three of those.
Yeah, because and here's the truth too. So I was lucky enough, the custom Riddler, they sent me the prototype, so I got a lot of information on that one, and then I ended up, buying a production piece. But the truth is, secondary characters don't sell as much. Like, to me, that's an amazing Riddler, and there's some other custom ones that are coming out that are amazing, but they had a hard time selling out of those. And they only had like 30 or 40. Now, Customs has a much smaller market, but if you want to know why, License or Customs always do Magnetos and always do Wolverines, it's because they sell.
Right.
I mean, it's nice that, maybe you, Collector's Therapy, would buy a Riddler, a Two-Face, and a Penguin, but honestly, 500 other people wouldn't. And you got to remember that a lot of us, like Collector's Therapy has a great collection. You have, quite a few pieces, dozens and dozens of pieces. A lot of people may only be able to afford 3 or 4, so they might buy a Batman and a Joker, but they're not going to be able to, afford whether it's space or maybe they have other hobbies. That's how you got in. So AJ found the membership, baby. So if you're a member of the Extreme channel, it's not very exciting, but there's depending on what level you're at, you get early access to everything. You get emojis that you can do. That's what she said, emojis. That's not very entertaining, but some people use it. There are behind the scenes stuff. You get raw videos. So those videos I tape that you see, that are decently smooth, they're nothing like that before. I stutter, because I don't plan what I'm going to say, kind of like now. And see, like that right there, I would have cut it out. And then sometimes I just talk to the people. And then there's vlogs, 3 to 4 vlogs a week about, pubic hair and stuff like that. And then this year, 2021, we started doing members only giveaways.
How long does it take you to edit a video? If the runtime is like 10 minutes, how long do you spend editing?
It totally depends on distraction. Sometimes it can take 2 hours. So my average video is about 15 minutes. If I'm distracted, it takes 2 hours. If I'm in a bad mood and I put my phone on silent and don't pay attention to emails, I can knock out in 25 minutes, if that. Yeah, it just, usually I'm multitasking like crazy. Zoberinsky, I still have Today the Master Repetition. True that. That was, you're talking about the Sideshow one, right, Thomas? I only 9 statues from your hashtag restraint, only been since May. Could have been, yeah, true that. Yeah, when you come into collecting, your first year is the most dangerous. I think everyone would agree with that, right, Jerry? Yeah,
it's so easy to get caught up in it. It's when you break the ice, because I stood on the sidelines for a long time and watched the stuff, and I just kept saying, I can't spend that kind of money. There's no way I could spend that kind of money. And then that I dove in, and then it gets way easier to spend after you break that ice, and then it gets too easy almost.
Who is this guy? I'm Mr. X. I'm sure he knows.
I think he's asking about me.
I'm sure he knows who you are. So Jerry is my grandfather in collecting, because my grandfathers have been dead for 35 years. 35 years. One of my grandfathers died 2 weeks before I was born. Never got to meet him. Jerry does not have his own channel, but he's a guest on many other channels. He does have his own channel. He just teaches. I don't even know what
no statue.
I know what school you're at, but what subjects do you teach? I don't even think I know. He's a college professor.
It's engineering, metallurgical and materials engineering.
Okay. Oh, so here's the XM Scarlet Witch. 400 shipping hit me hard. Yeah. I assume you're in the UK, Sean. You guys get tax. So I pay a lot in taxes, not on things I buy. We pay like 10%, but like payroll tax and income tax, and I pay a lot, like over 6 figures. And but UK people, man, they will be taxed like if you buy someone in the UK, if you buy an $800 statue, how much is it taxed? I don't want to guess, but in my head it's like $300. Cheapest statue that you bought that you can cash out and make 10 times as much. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I probably already sold it if that's the case. So let me. Oh, I got it. Do you know yours, Jerry?
What is the cheapest? Yeah, I mean, because I bought some statues from a collector that was like desperate for cash.
Oh, the crazy guy?
The crazy guy. And so yeah, I have a couple of statues that I could cash out and make lots more than 10 times the money that I paid.
I wouldn't say I made 10 times, but I bought the Ithaca Wolf Killer, the custom Wolf Killer, on the plain black base, the huge muscle one. I got that at retail. And that was like, I think $800 retail. And I loved it. It's one of the best Wolverine statues ever made, but actually one of the members, I sold it to him, I think for, I guess it would have been 5 times more, $3,500. That was kind of the going price for it. Yeah. I wouldn't say 10 times because most of the statues I buy are like $2,000.
Yeah. And that's only because I bought several statues in one big lot, that I was able to, and I was not interested in them. So I made an offer that was pretty much like, I'm not interested. I don't want these things, but if you're gonna take this money, I'll take them, but I really don't want them. And that's how that went. I didn't really try to take advantage of the guy, but.
So, and I have a philosophy about that. I don't think you should, I think there's a difference between taking advantage of somebody and negotiating. Taking advantage of somebody is when they are in a rough spot, sticking it to them where you wouldn't if they weren't in a rough spot. To me, that's taking advantage. I mean, if someone's going to foolishly sell you something, and there have been times where I've told people this is worth more than that, but it's kind of like this. So I tell people when you interview for a job, so let's hypothetically say they're willing to pay you $50,000 a year. And you're hoping they will pay you $45,000 a year. And say you go in and you say, I want $45,000 a year. Well, then they negotiate, okay, how about 40? And you meet somewhere in the middle, whatever. And then later you find out that someone who does the same exact job went in and, he or she makes $50,000 a year. You can't be mad at the company. You can only be mad at yourself. That's a smart company. If they can get you to do the job for less money, then that's smart strategic negotiating on their part. It's your fault. And I think statue collecting is similar. Like I said, the only thing I think when you're taking advantage of someone, like what if somebody says, hey, I just totaled my car and I really need to get rid of these statues. Well, normally I'd offer you $800 in my head, but because I know you need the money, I'm going to offer you $600. That's taking advantage of them. And that's not cool. My opinion. I mean, Jerry knows. A lot of the members know. I sell shit. Like, I sold Jerry a statue. I could have got 2.5 times for that Spider-Man. Wouldn't you agree? If not more. But
yeah.
I know you're going to die.
I've got a good deal on everything I bought from you.
All right. So Glenn, if 99% of the time, if you're talking about that specific statue, they will never do a new run of it. A licensed company may do a variant. A few custom companies, Wes, if you're watching this later or watching this right now, you know exactly. We were just talking about this company. Will create another batch, but it's rare. So they'll make plenty more of that character, just in a different statue. God. Oh, it's this clear acrylic laid. You need the skunk stripe. Man, we got to catch up. You guys are fucking awesome. One of my OG John Ramode. I don't even know who some of those characters are. Do you?
Yeah, old Spider-Man villain. Yep.
Okay. Great Onslaught. True. But again, Nelson, I don't think it would sell. That Onslaught that I had, those are still available from the commissioner, and they only had like 50 of them. And they're cheap. What's up, my own regular? What's up, Terrell? Yeah, your whole X-Men collection is coming along nicely, man. A lot of times I watch a lot of other YouTubers, and like I think I've commented on a few, but a lot of times I don't comment because I'm driving. I watch a lot of YouTube while I'm driving, which isn't safe, but I don't comment on anything. I more listen than anything. Like for example, his Dark Phoenix, I already have the statue, so I didn't need to see it, so I just kind of listened to it. You know what's great when you are you going to reveal if that's true or not, Jared?
Let's see. What year is this? We're close.
2021.
we're close. Stuka's got me by a year.
You know, it's great on a snow day like this when it's coming down like feet and feet of snow. I'm brewing a huge pot of chili all day long. It fills the whole house. You can smell it.
I got a plow guy who likes to come and spend 10 minutes here. You know, that's how they make their money, right? They blast through everything and get as much done as possible. But I told him I would pay him for multiple trips so that he doesn't put giant piles of snow and that he pushes it all the way down over the embankment. I think he got a stimulus check because he hasn't shown. I told him yesterday, just start coming and I'll pay you every time you come. I'll pay you for a trip, just so that I don't have. I've got probably 20 inches of snow right now in my driveway, and he hasn't shown up.
Yeah, I shoveled once earlier just to make it. It's really heavy.
No.
But my wife, she's freakishly strong. She's probably out there shoveling again. So what would you be doing if you weren't here right now? I know what I'd be doing, but I want to ask
me.
You first. Yeah,
probably playing around trying to set up the garage. I turned the garage into statue space, and it's and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. So I've got tons of work. I bought way too many statues, and I'm trying to get them all displayed.
Yeah,
that's what I'd be doing.
So on my so we have HBO Max, Disney Plus, and Netflix. I had Netflix forever. So, you know, my list, the ones you want to watch, I have like 190 different series. So I just started last weekend, Daredevil. Netflix, the old Daredevil Netflix. I hadn't seen it yet. I'm hooked, man. I'm on like episode 12. That's as soon as I get done here, I gotta do more, but then I'm gonna catch up. So I didn't get it yet, Ed. Waiting on it, and I know My Collections. I think that's Michael Yu. He posted some amazing pictures of it on Facebook, but it looks fantastic. But yeah, as soon as I get it, you guys will see. Why is there not so many Asgardians? I think, what's up, Jelena? How would you say that, Jerry?
Jelena?
I think for the reason we talked about earlier is they wouldn't sell. People don't like second.
I commented on that. I told her I'd buy it. If you know, I could see a license. I mean, like Odin on Throne for the licensed. I think Sideshow could kill that, and they could do well with it. They're not going to sell 5,000, but I think they could do that and kill it. But I don't know. What do I do? I want it. I don't have to deal with the economics of it.
That's a good question. I can legitimately say I don't regret selling any of the statues I have, and I've sold probably like 50. The ones that I sold that I would like back are ones I made huge profits on. Yeah, I mean, like I more than doubled, if not tripled, or even more on those. So for me, I'm a businessman first, and even if honestly, my Silver Surfer statue that I love beyond words, I paid like $2,000 for it, maybe a little more. If I could get $10,000 for it tomorrow, plus shipping, I probably would do it. I can't turn. I can't. I mean, that's like, a vacation and a half or 2 vacations for my family. I can't turn that down. So I honestly have zero regrets. There's nothing that I've sold that I'm upset that I sold. There are a few that I would like back, but I would never pay what I made in profit. What about you, Jerry?
I'm terrible at selling. So I have statues. I have multiples of statues that I need to sell. I think I've only sold 1 or 2 statues in the entire time that I've been doing it. Except I used to have a bunch of Bowens. I sold all those back in the early 2000s. But
Stuka's going to get on you.
Well, I have a couple. I've bought a couple Bowens back to fill in some spots, but yeah, no, I don't really sell statues.
See, Erler's workshop. He knew. He says there's a T-Rex Batman in a living Batman house. So many different versions of Batman in the metal series.
Oh,
so yeah, I'm getting the. I filmed that while we were setting up for this chat. I did a TikTok video with the Queen Studios Thanos and Loki bust. Yeah, I'm getting Wonder Woman. Actually, this is cool. So I bought Wonder Woman through Spec Fiction. And Queen Studios messaged me because I met them in person, and him and I talk a few times. John with Queen Studios, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, because you're a YouTuber, we want to get it to you first, and I'm paying just as much as you guys. So they're going to ship me one of the first ones in the States. It should be here hopefully in the next, shipped in the next few days. I'm hoping it doesn't come while I'm out of town. But I'm getting Queen Wonder Woman. I'm getting Queen Joker, Joaquin Phoenix. But no Harley busts. You never got into busts, did you, Jerry?
No. Well, I have all the Bowen busts from back in the day, and I actually never sold those, but they're sitting in boxes. So back when, in, again, early 2000s, I didn't have the money for a lot of the Bowen, so I had maybe 3 or 4 Bowen statues, but I have a huge collection of the busts.
Okay.
But they're all boxed.
Hope is in the house. Thank you. It's a present from my wife from 10 years ago when we were poor. We were poor 10 years ago. We weren't poor. If a paycheck didn't come in, it was noticeable. I want to buy also. I had a couple. Hit that like button. Yeah, please. It makes this visible. And then I make like 50 cents.
Holy cow, you got 22 dislikes.
Do we?
Yeah.
I need your opinion. I just got the Prime 1 generation. I love those. I think they're going to be scaled off. So those Prime 1 generation 1s, those are smaller than the typical off. So look, whoa. Wow, there are 22 dislikes. Damn. So they are scaled off than the Bumblebee one. It'll be significantly scaled differently, so you don't want to do that. I don't think I've ever had 22 dislikes on a video.
Must be me.
No, I'm sure it was something I said that pissed him off. It was probably Pepe Le Pew.
Oh,
do either of you ever collect statue replicas of movie vehicles? I've done the Hot Toys like Batmobiles and Back to the Future, but that was it. I've never seen. I know that you can do like models of those things, like where you even build them yourself. Oh, now they're doing all those custom emojis. Look at that. Thanks, Ark. Yeah, we try to, but apparently 22 people don't like them.
Wow.
You know I'm not getting that, Rome. I'm not getting the Queen Studios Gladiator Hulk on Throne.
Oh, really? You're not?
Oh, I have the Halamaw, which, yes, Queen Studios is better. Let's not, pretend it's not. But it'll be like $2,000 with shipping. And I have one I really like. Why would I buy another Hulk Throne?
You have like 3 Thanos Thrones.
Shut up. And I mean that respectfully. Several months. So I'll tell you this. When I was first into collecting, when I first started, I was like, yeah, I should throw away the boxes. These are, boxes are one of our biggest problems.
You did a video on that.
Yeah, but I kept them because I had the space at the time. But as the problem got bigger and bigger, because, I have a couple hundred statues or more than that, but it became a big issue. I'm so glad because I didn't throw any away because I do sell a lot. Even ones I thought I'd never sell, like ones that I thought those ones that I flipped for a lot of money. I didn't want to sell them, but if the price is right, I will. So always keep the boxes. That Sideshow one does look good. I got to admit that the Sideshow one. If XM Studios asks which Transformer characters should they make, what would you tell them? Well, they're already making Grimlock. And I'm getting that. That would be my first one. Oh, they're doing most of the big players. I'm getting, yeah, I was going to say Soundwave would be another one, but they're doing that. I think they're doing the ones I want.
I don't know anything about Transformers, so I can't add.
That's a good question. So I've owned Guts a lot longer. I've probably owned Guts for 2 or 3 years. I got that a long time ago, where I just got Griffith. So I just unboxed Griffith 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I would say I like Griffith more, but I like the character of Guts more. I think Griffith is done better, but I like the concept of the statue of Guts better. So that really didn't answer your question, but what is the most expensive statue I broke? What about you, Jerry? I think I know.
I break all of my statues. If they don't come broken, I break them. I broke that Thanos that you have, the Thanos Quest, the custom Thanos Quest.
Oh, that's right, because you messaged me when you broke it.
I knocked the glove off of the shelf I was working on, and it hit the ground and busted into a bunch of pieces. That was a tough one.
I would say like major breakage was my Prime One Studios Lockdown. I paid $1,600 for it and I dropped it and it shattered.
Oh.
Or the Sideshow T800 bust. That was $1,500, I think, because I paid aftermarket for that. And the shelf fell out of the wall with studs.
How's Mrs. X's skills coming along with? Are you going to start having her repair stuff too, or?
Yeah, she's doing a really good job. So, yeah, she's doing a really good job with everything. I have a big list of stuff I want her to do, but she's taking it slow because, like right now with Godzilla, she's filming part of it.
It's kind of, you kind of almost have to have somebody, that can be your go-to for this kind of stuff, because you need the skill set, and everybody is so busy and backed up.
I have a statue with a painter that's been with the painter since 2019, and he hasn't even started on it. And then I have, I think, 4 more with another painter that are at least a year old. So,
yeah, I kind of gave up trying to find somebody for that Spider-Man. That's still sitting. I haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, I am Banner, simply for the fact that I didn't even know Banner was a member. Oh, you're a new member. That's why I missed over that. Thanks, Banner. I have the Sideshow one. I have the Sideshow exclusive. I do think I like the Queen Studios a little bit better. But like I said, I already have one, and I haven't faced off against that custom Silver Savage, straight out of the comic. Oh, does it? That's good to know. I'm not, man. I don't think Prime 1 can be beat. Just my opinion. I know Sideshows is 1/4, but you getting that, Jerry?
Yeah, I probably will because I didn't get the Prime 1 one, and Sideshows is pretty good, and it's gonna probably be in the $600 range. So I'll probably.
What'd you get? Into Gray?
Say that again.
I was asking Into Gray what statue he got. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not getting the new Megatron, but I'm getting that Blackout. I wanted that for a long time. I've wanted them to make it. Yeah, that would be interesting. The only thing I think about doing an auction is, I mean, I sell most of my stuff at either market value. I lose money on most statues I sell, unless for some reason they have a really high aftermarket value, especially when you consider shipping.
Did you tune in for that?
No, I missed it. I didn't even know he did it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I think the best auctions were the ones that they started at $1. I would participate in something like that and sell some of my stuff and just let it ride. Just put it at $1 and let it go, and I think the people that participated had a lot of fun in it, and it was good.
I'll have to ask Chris if everything worked out okay without any sellers. Have I ever had a company over and broken that they couldn't pay for? Customs. I've had a few customs where they refused to. I've had a few customs where I had to flex my weight as a YouTuber. I'm trying to think license. I've never really had a huge issue with licensed. Sideshow, Prime 1. For the most part, they've been pretty good. I even had, it was a piece. I can't remember the piece it was, but it was from Sideshow. And I don't think it was a Sideshow piece, but I bought it from Sideshow. And then I went to, and I sold it. And then I went to box it up, and there was something small on it. Something small broke. And I told the buyer, and then he's like, could you ask Sideshow, see if they have a replacement for that? I was like, yeah, I can ask. And they did. And they sent it to me, even though it was like, a year old. So, and I mean, I'm sure Sideshow knows who my account is and that I have a YouTube channel, but not all the people that work there. So whatever customer service rep I was dealing with probably didn't know. But customs, Jerry knows. Customs is hit and miss. One thing you got to remember with customs is if they only make 50, chances are they don't have a replacement piece. I mean, that's the truth. And if they're not giving you one, it's not because they're being a dick or being an ass. They legitimately do not have one. That's why they'll talk about, we'll get it fixed. Can you glue it? They're not saying that to be horrible about it. And then you do have a few custom people who are just saying, fuck that, I'm not taking care of it. But then you just stop buying from them. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think that's about right. I mean, that's one of the reasons I really appreciate Sideshows, because their customer service and they handle all that stuff so well. I've had really good experience with Prime 1 too. When I buy direct from Prime 1, even if I paid for eco shipping on a statue and it comes in, there's something broken, they'll air express the broken part to me. And so, that I've never had a problem with an XM statue where I had to get a part. How about you on XM?
I have, but I always buy through third parties, and I've never had an issue. It takes a long time though, which when I say like for the replacement part, it could take 6 to 12 months.
Okay.
But I've always got it. So not going to complain. Christoph. Yeah, actually that's the one I bought yesterday. I've been waiting for, so it's the Queen Alien one, and I had another point conversion I was waiting for to convert, and it finally converted on Friday. So I bought it yesterday. I did. Did you get that to go with your cap?
I didn't. So
what?
No. Well, yeah. I mean, I have. It has this big barrel chest that I can't unsee. and he has these crazy abs, and it's kind of not my Magneto. I've got the Cap and the Thor coming, and I'm probably going to regret it if they start doing. I've heard they're doing a Wolverine, and I mean I don't know. I have nothing to back that up, but if they're going to do Magneto, they're going to do Wolverine, right? So yeah, I'll probably regret not getting it, especially because you only have that short window to get the unmasked portrait. If you don't get in on the first, I think it's 2 weeks, you miss that unmasked portrait.
Yeah, that's why I did it. I wanted everything.
Yeah. So I didn't do it. I just hope I don't regret it and then end up paying a lot more money for it.
Yeah, that one, he's way over there though. Not going to get him. Donald's in the house. Hey man, you missed a conversation that you would have appreciated is how I held on to all my boxes so I can sell stuff. I mean, I haven't exchanged money, but I made a deal with Donald to sell one of my pieces, and it is the one box I can't find. I've been through the warehouse like 9 times. I'm going to go through it once more, but it's insane. Yeah, I mean, they go through. Did you get? So I've never been given a statue that I got to keep. I have been sent statues to review that I sent right off. Whether that was Spec Fiction has sent me a few that he needed help selling. So like the Figurama Hunter one was one. The what's the word? I don't even know. It's the game, the video game of the character that I didn't know much about. They sent that. I'm trying to think what else. XM Studios offered me a few, not for free, but just to send to me to review. Then I get those prototypes. I mean, I don't pay for the prototypes, but I don't keep them. I have been offered, actually, this weekend, I was offered, somebody offered me a free statue, a custom commissioner, and I said no. I have had 2 custom commissioners give me free shipping before. So for the most part, I don't, because I do have the means to buy them and I want to give a unbiased review. But all reviews, I think, are biased to some point. Like if there's a commissioner I like a lot, but there's something wrong with the statue, I probably subliminally don't bash it as hard. I try not to, but.
Oh, yes, more by far.
Oh, I don't know. How many do you have in a box?
I probably have a total. I'm probably close to 100.
Damn.
But I know you have way more than that.
Yeah, Comic Concepts.
And they all look so big.
That's what she said. Oh, I couldn't get there fast enough. So Comic Concepts has been my new go-to for Prime 1 Studios because they actually ship out of the state I live in. So I've been going to them a lot. My least favorite, I don't know. Hopefully one I don't own. Do you have the answer to that, Jerry?
The least favorite Prime 1. So not because it's anything. So, okay, I can answer that. It's my Dead Man. And the reason is because it's so far out of scale. It's gigantic compared to, I wanted to pair him with Swamp Thing for the Justice League Dark, but he's insane. He's like 1.25 to 1. He's not I mean, he's like 1 to 2.5. He's not 1/3. He's way giant.
Yep. No, I used to own him, so I know.
It's a great statue. I love the statue, but it's really got to be a standalone. You can't pair up with anything.
So Mayan Arditi, thanks for tuning in. Love your YouTube profile picture. Ezio, thank you. Thank you, Tim. Ezio was the one. Assassin's Creed. Yes, that's the statue I reviewed. That's what it's like here, man. Move here. Shit. You keep hearing stuff outside, like whether it's huge wind or huge blocks falling, because this is
oh
like.
Oh my gosh! I just look outside. I've got to have 2 feet easily right now.
Can you face the camera there or not?
Let me see. I'm gonna have to turn off the green screen so that it doesn't go bananas. Give me 1 second here.
Hey, Nelson, are you the one emailing me about fastball? Someone's emailing me about that. Is that you? I did. So I had the original Geralt statue, but I ended up selling him, and I kind of wish I didn't. All right, let's see what it's like outside.
Make sure I don't knock over my beer here. I don't know if you can see that. I can't hear you guys right now. I got my, it looks like there's too much white balance. Let me see if I could switch over to my phone. I don't know if I have StreamYard on my phone. Could you see? I think it was just too much. It just white out, wasn't it?
Oh, we saw where it was, snow piled up against the wall.
Yeah, the room is a weird place because there's the deck it's underneath the deck, and then I've got some kind of storage stuff in the way here, and it's kind of incognito, so it's not easy to see outside. But I think I could probably go out with my cell phone if I could switch over to that.
Well, I think you just need to click on the link again. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that at home, Stuka, and then moving the Maja cases and displays I have here to work, but it's going to be a long process. I'm waiting on a few other things that may or may not happen. Yeah, I actually have a Superboy en route right now, Joe. What's up, Joe? I like Joe. Yeah, common concepts for sure. What? Says Colin Paris. A live stream. Have you ever got a statue stolen from shipping? I don't think I have. I've had like expensive stuff. I wouldn't say stolen, but lost in shipping, but never a statue. Jerry, have you ever lost anything?
No, they all show up. They show up broken, but they all show up.
Oh, man. Let's see right here. I just realized I have something streaming on the bottom that says to hit the dislike button. People are sheep. Maybe they're just doing that.
Oh, really? You have something that says hit the dislike button?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. Gemin. Oh, so that's where the thumbs down are from. You know it. I launched while he was playing.
Right on.
I'm sure he gave me a thumbs up.
My power keeps going off and on. I have a battery backup so it doesn't interrupt, but I keep hearing the battery backup click on.
Portugal. I haven't been to a lot of countries. I've been to, probably 50 or 60, but pretty cool. Okay. Oh, that is you, Nelson. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had the chance. I was going to reply to you this weekend. So this is my reply to you. I'm going to find the boxes this week, and I need to look at the weights and the measurements. I know where the boxes are, and then I'll get you a price to your zip code, and then we'll start talking from there. Didn't know that was you, Nelson. Very cool. And broke a statue on purpose. Man, John Womack has the best freaking question. I gotta say that. So has your wife ever done a Christmas story to you?
No. Never. No, she's good about all my stuff. So she would be mortified if she ever did, and she just stays away from it. So no, never had any problem.
So my wife is one of the most frugal people you will ever meet, believe it or not. So she understands that these statues are money, and she's actually more careful with the statues than me. We still sleep in the same bed every night, even if we're mad at each other. I mean, we have, certain rules we follow. But I don't think we've ever been that mad. I mean, we walked out of a room before. I mean, if you're married and you haven't walked out of the room before, it's not a successful marriage. Am I right, Jerry?
I hear that.
Damn straight. Are you finally going to stay home for a long period of time, Tim? Are there any custom Darth Vader statues? Yes, there is a big one going on right now. It is sold out. It's coming in 1/4 and 1/3. I'm getting it in 1/3.
Nice.
You're not getting that one, are you?
No, I'm not. Star Wars is a rabbit hole I'm trying to stay away from.
Yep. All right.
But I got really into it again with The Mandalorian, and I started looking at everything, and I don't know. I can't justify expanding into more stuff.
Yeah, I mean, space is the biggest enemy for sure. So why don't you give your opinion on Knucklebones, and I'm going to get another drink.
I don't even know what Knucklebones is.
Well, I'll give your opinion on it.
What is my opinion with Knucklebone statues? They produce mostly rock icons. I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. So, and I can't go to the next comment because the stream is way ahead. So I'll just go and look ahead at comments in here, and I'm going to skip arcs. And let's see here.
I'm back.
Oh, if you know something about Knucklebones, help me out because I know nothing about it.
I don't. I don't know about Knucklebones. So Slamtana, why don't you let us know what that is? Robert, I did. I saw that. Thank you. I found it. I actually saw that while I was at the office. So I was able to hang on for one sec here. I saw that while I was at the office, so I was able to slip it in.
That's what she said.
There we go. All right. Big shout out to Jeffrey Mason. Really appreciate it, man. I love it. So Jem did a fantastic review. Like I said, I own the Sideshow one, which I think is excellent. I don't think it's as good as people said it was. I would love to see a comparison video between the two. I think XM would win, just my opinion. But thank you, Jerry. Really appreciate it.
For what?
No, Jeffrey.
Oh.
I was looking at Jerry going like this.
I'm trying to figure. I got to duck out for a sec.
All right. Pee break. Well, thank you, man. Hopefully they're not the 23 people who gave us thumbs down. So here's the truth. You know, YouTubers always say thumbs down help just as much as thumbs up. They do. There's no that's true. They're not just saying that to say that. But you want to put out content that people like. Everyone's offended. I mean, if someone came up to you and did a Sal from Impractical Jokers and was like, I don't like you, you're not going to lose sleep over it. You're not going to, worry about it. But it's just kind of like, well, that's messed up. And then you move on. All right, what do we got here? You guys just keep commenting. You are awesome. Really? So what ended up happening with that, Mark? Did you get reimbursed? Well, it was Sideshow, so probably. I like Legendary Displays. I think the owner is a fantastic guy. He's a collector like us. I think he saw the need for something and he came out. I think their turnaround time is supposed to be much better. My big issue why I never went with them is because they have a limitation on size. So I actually put together an order just from their website, not working with them, but there was quite a few pieces that wouldn't fit because their largest display isn't big enough. So I think if you're just doing smaller, regular 1/4 scale pieces or smaller than that, it's definitely a good option, but it is pricey. I do not. Oh, yes, that one. Yep. It's not in transit right now, but it will be coming. I was making. Oh, taking a dog for a walk. See you soon, man. But did they give you your money back or anything? Puerto Rico. Nice.
That's where
First time we took my oldest kid out of the country. So we go out of the country all the time. Well, not since Rona. I mean, I guess we did twice in Q4, but we took my youngest son to Puerto Rico for his first international trip. It was my oldest. It was so fun. Yeah, if she ever fights back, she wasn't in love with you. You're live now. I can tell how I really. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I try and be who I am. I mean, it's interesting. Obviously, like if I'm in front of a group of, I've spoken before. I'm not a public speaker or anything, but I've spoken I think the biggest group is 5,000. I'm a little more professional than I am in my videos and here and at work. The people I work close with, my management team, I'm more laid back. They know me like you guys know me. And then a lot of the frontline employees, they know I crack weird jokes and stuff like that, but I'm a little more professional in front of them. I mean, how do your students, I mean, you're pretty real. I mean, you are who you are, right, Jerry? I mean,
yeah, I mean, you have to be a little bit guarded with the world keeps changing a little bit every year. And so, I'm not quite as irreverent as I would like to be, but I'm pretty much, the students kind of know who I am from my lectures. So,
well, if they've been in your office, you even have some statues in your office, don't you?
I've got Hush Superman in there right now. I had Prime One Swamp Thing, but I moved Prime One Swamp Thing home, and so he's here now because I wanted to pair him with the Poison Ivy. But I've got Hush Soups, and I want to put a shelf in there so that I have some stuff there for room and for just so that when the world's back to normal and I'm spending so much time in my office, I might as well have some of that stuff in my office too.
Yeah, that's the way I think. So when you transport stuff from home to the office, which I do not often as I used to, but do you use the original packaging? I don't.
I do. Okay. For Prime One Swamp Thing, I actually had to bring my trailer because I couldn't fit it in the car. The boxes are so big that I couldn't fit it in one of our cars. So I boxed it up and I loaded it in the trailer and I brought it back up and I brought it up here.
So have you ever had someone install custom shelves in one of your rooms? I have not. Jerry?
Well, my shelves are kind of custom, but I built them myself. They're like the material that Moducase uses. So you can buy that extruded aluminum that Moducase uses, and you can cut it to size. So this room has some shelving that I have put in. And you can see the thing that Juggernaut is on there. That's kind of like the Moducase shelving. And then I had to build that shelf up there. So I haven't had anybody do it professionally, but I've done some of my own stuff.
Okay.
I don't know. I get some flack from my shelves because they're kind of garage type shelves. But I mean, like you say, with the people that have lots of things to say about your statue collection, it's a good thing I don't do it for them, kind of thing.
Yeah. No, and it's a big, I get forwarded a lot of comments made about me or my collection. I had one the other day, and it's like, it just blows me away. I have never ever criticized someone else's collection ever. I mean, because it's not my collection. It's just, I compliment them. Good segue. Adrian right there. He has posted some new Predator Alien pieces, but Adrian also just got the Batman Shogun. Congrats, man. No, I don't. I really wanted that one, and I didn't like the last time they showed it at that last con, so I'm kind of happy for that. Sideshow has done a few custom quarter scale. They did the football one. Remember? The Darth Vader, the football one? So they do have front windows now. You can actually put them on. I think they're via magnets. Are you getting Unicron? I am not. Jerry?
I don't even know what that is. All my stuff is superhero. I would like to get into movie stuff, but again, it's another. I have no problem spending my money on superhero stuff. So if I went down movies, then I would, just expand even bigger than at 100 statues and superheroes. I would be at movies. If I started buying movie stuff, I'd be at 150 in no time.
So I think this is the one I actually reviewed. Is this the one I reviewed? I think their whole Assassin's Creed line is pretty cool, actually, though. I just don't know the game at all. I actually reviewed one that someone sent to me. Spec Fiction sent it to me on the way to a customer to review, and it's pretty cool. And I think it might have been Ezio. Is there any new Venom, new C1 with Carnage in his hand at Sick Mansion? I have a bunch on order. I think I have 5 custom Venoms on order, but it's going to be a while before they get here. You don't have any Spider-Man pieces, other than the one I gave you or sold you, right?
Oh, I have some of the Sideshow stuff.
Okay.
I didn't go into XM because, again, I didn't get in it early enough, and to get the really cool ones, you got to pony up the money. I think Jelena's talking about custom that.
Yeah, nothing new, but like 5 on order, I think. So
it's in the group that did this, the X-Force Wolverine. That group has a Carnage Venom. I think that's.
Oh yeah. Yep. Nope. I'm not getting that one. Yeah, sculpted by somebody really good. Who was it?
Caleb Nepson?
I think Caleb. Yeah, it was one of the top 5 out there. Let's see. Have you seen the Fans Toys Fort Max? I haven't seen that one either. That is one packed room, Jerry.
Yeah.
So you have to go outside to get back to your house? I can't remember.
Yeah. This room is it was poured in the original foundation, but it's detached from the house. So
okay.
I have to go out to get in, but the door is it's right around the corner, so it's not much of a.
So Jelena wants to see the your custom Hulk. I know.
Yeah. So, oops, wrong side. Let's see. And that statue has 4 heads, but there's 2 heads that are kind of favorite of mine, and those are the ones from was it Mike Magnolia was the comic book artist?
I'm not sure.
It was from one of the newer Hulk stories. Let's see if I can get a close up in his face. Yes. So it's a more modern portrait, and the 2 portraits that I like the best are those modern. I'd love to have a Kirby-esque portrait for this, but and that guy's gigantic. He's more like 1/3 scale if you're in at least OG type scaling.
Well, Hulk is polymorphic too, so
yeah. But I mean, so that Thor that he's next to there is a 1/4 scale Thor, and that's pretty true to scale. Look how much bigger Hulk's head is than. Oh, and here's a good indication. They included Banner's glasses, and these glasses are way too big for a 1/4 scale.
That's right. Unicron is Transformers. I freaking knew that. Yeah. Adrian, I like your collection. Oh, maybe it was by Alejandro.
Adam asks, oh, sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Oh yeah. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? Cap is huge. How do you pronounce your name, Adam? You and I comment back and forth, and we've talked so many times, but is it Palmiter?
Oh, I got that from him.
What?
The Logan Wolves.
Oh, from Adam?
Yep.
What do you think of it? I have that piece.
I love it.
Yeah,
it got some hate, but I love it. I love the statue.
What do you think of the Logan or the regular Wolverine portrait?
I like the old man one.
Yep, 10 times better.
Yep.
No, did you have a Wendigo up there?
Yeah, I've got the bow and Wendigo
paired
with the Sideshow Maquette, the Wolverine. That's almost perfect. I mean, it's perfect scale for the Wolverine Hulk Maquette. So anybody that wants to make a Hulk 181 looking cover, that's a nice piece to go with the Maquette.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with that. I need to check. There's a YouTube automatically flags some comments, and it could be if it's a sexual related thing or obviously swear words, but it's really weird how it chooses and picks I only look at the quarantine section like every once in a while. Take care, Mark. Iron Studios Hoke. Which one? The older one? Like the huge one? Is that the one you're talking about? That's the only one I know about.
Yeah, I like that. That Iron Studios Hulk, that newer one. That was
100 pounds.
It was
huge.
huge.
100 pounds.
I was on the fence, and I kind of regret not getting that. I was on the fence for that, and I had in my, because Sideshow had it. I had it in my cart a couple of times, and then I showed hashtag restraint on it, and
yeah, then it sold out.
Yeah, but I kind of keep coming back to that and thinking I should have pulled the trigger on that one.
Which one, Nick? Which one you getting? So you missed it earlier, Christoph. Today, I actually bought it yesterday, so it'll be here in a few months. I hate the scale of it. I would have liked it if it was bigger.
That's what she said.
It's hard to multitask. Yeah, I saw the Shadow Man. I think XM's is going to be incredibly hard to beat. I'm speculating, I could be wrong, but I think Queen Studios will be MCU based, which is smart.
Yeah.
But I like the comic version of it. I remember the Hulkbuster from God, it wasn't even that long ago, but it was before the MCU. I do remember the Hulkbuster in the comics, but I didn't really appreciate it until Avengers Age of Ultron.
So if it's movies based, it'll be easy for me because I don't do any movie stuff. But I think the diorama that Sideshow is going to do is going to be comic based, and I might have to go in on that. It'll be smaller scale, but Hulk plus Hulkbuster will be a pretty cool diorama.
It has to be smaller scale. They can't do 1/4.
Yeah.
That would literally take up my whole table.
Yeah, you know what Prime One says to that, right?
Yeah. Well, I have the Justice Buster, so we'll see.
That Doomsday Superman in 1/3 scale, that's going to be insane.
Yeah.
And the Batman Joker Dragon, that's going to be gigantic.
I'm a little worried about that. So, nice. Yeah, they never came out with the newer Raiden they were going to, Nick. So very cool. All right, for sure. Well, it's been 2 hours, and we actually finally caught up. So I think it's time to call it a day. But I appreciate everybody, especially you, Grandpa, coming on. And, cool way to spend a couple hours before I start watching Daredevil again.
All right. I think I might go out and try to get some snow out of the way.
Yeah.
I just said, call someone with a front loader. It's too much. I can't handle it.
Yeah, don't die. If this is the last time any of us ever see you, we can thank you.
I've got a snowblower.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll get it done. No, I'll just wait. I got no place to go.
Definitely. But thanks, everybody. We really appreciate it. And again, hit that like or dislike button on the way out. Take care.
Thanks. See ya.